I was legitimately terrified to walk up to James Maslow. I'm Lydia, and welcome to the one with a fangirl, and this is just a little place where we can fangirl. So I told people on TikTok I would do a story time of how I met James Maslow. It just happened. Right place, right time. I did not have any fancy upgrades. I had nothing. I bought tickets from a girl off the internet because I wanted tickets. It was very sweet of two girls that helped me get Jingle Ball tickets on the internet, so I thank them very much for the tickets because without them I would have never had this experience. After Big Time Rush gets off the stage at the Jingle Ball, I turned to my dad because iHeartRadio put in a little trailer, whatever, ad for the merch table. So my dad and I are like, let's go find the merch table because I want merch. And I didn't know if there was merch table at the Jingle Ball. I have never been to an iHeartRadio event in my life. This was my very first time being at one. There's a lot of people, everybody's there for somebody or just there because they just like going to these, which kudos to them. I was very overwhelmed. We go to the merch table and I get my piece of merch, which I got a Big Time Rush shirt. Big shocker there that I got a Big Time Rush shirt. Because there's a lot of crowds, my dad was like, well, we could walk all the way around the arena. We'll get back to our seats. So it's like, okay, sounds like a good idea. I start telling my dad that I want to meet them. I want to be lucky. And I want to be lucky like I see the girls on the internet that just run into them and get a picture with them. I literally said that to my dad. I was on his deaf ear. So he didn't hear me. So it's a hockey arena. And so there's really no behind the stage. There's a bunch of different exits you can go out of. Getting back to where behind the stage is, where it's set up for the Jingle Ball, and there's a bunch of promotional iHeartRadio stuff happening, and I'm thinking security because I've had stricter security at smaller venues. Security is going to be next level. There's already a SWAT car parked outside, so I'm like, security is going to be insane here, and they're going to tell me to turn around. They're going to tell me I am not allowed to be back here unless I have an all-access patch. My dad's like, whatever. My dad's not hearing me. I'm literally scared, something's going to happen. I just felt antsy because it was something's wrong, they're going to kick me out, whatever. I'm just oh, I don't like it being back here. Well, we get to basically behind the stage, and on the other side of the hallway from where we were walking is a giant group of girls. And I didn't pay attention to what they were wearing, and had I paid attention, I probably could have figured out who they were waiting for. But I see the group of girls, and I stop because there's security. And I have been let down by groups of girls in security multiple times, and I'm thinking security is going to tell these girls to leave, because whoever's coming out of that stairwell, because there was a stairwell right by where I was, that comes up and goes straight out the door. We're kind of standing there. I'm like, Dad, I kind of want to turn around because it did not feel right. And I'm like, they're going to tell us to turn around. My dad's just like, what? Okay. And then all of a sudden, coming up out of that stairwell, so there's a couple of security guards right here, and there's me and my dad. And coming up out of that stairwell was none other than Logan Henderson. If you know me, I am a Logan girly. I'd already seen him at Illinois State University, but he was on a stage.
Too. Tell I love you, okay?
And now right there in front of me, basically. And I start shaking. I about fell over. I was just oh my gosh. It's Big Time Rush. Oh shit. I remember I started shaking and giggling like an idiot. And Logan gets up, waves, goes out the door, whatever. I cannot believe I just saw Logan. And then there's Carlos Penavega, and he's waving at everybody, and I'm like, oh my god. There they are. I'm talking about it, I'm like, oh my god, this is not happening. Shut up, this is not happening. Kendall probably came up and went over to the group of girls because I didn't see Kendall, but I know Kendall was there. And all of a sudden I see James Maslow, and he walks over to the group of girls, and I'm freaking out. He's taking pictures with the fans, and I'm like, I want to go up. Telling my dad he needs to go with me. I was legitimately terrified to walk up to James Maslow. It was not a threat. Sweetest human being in the world. But I was terrified to talk to him. So my dad tells me to go up to him. The worst they're going to do is tell you no. The worst security is going to do is tell you no. So, because I'm on the side that security is on. And the girls had this little barricade. So the fact that I maneuvered myself through security, and security guard, James is right here. There's a security guard right there. So I kind of so I'm in his viewpoint. James moves away from the security guard and kind of comes over to me, and I, the scaredy cat that I am, legitimately terrified to ask him, can we take a picture? And I wish you guys could see, like, I wish I had a video of the smile this man gave me. Like, he probably knew I was freaking out. I was so nervous. I was so scared to go up to him. Live photo, like, I'll put up the video of the live photo because you can see how hard I was shaking. When we were done taking the picture, I told him thank you, and I don't remember anything I said after that. I am so sorry, James Maslow. I get so excited that I make noises. I know I told him something. I know I said thank you, but I don't know what I said after that. So I am sorry if I said something stupid to you, James Maslow. I love you, but like, I don't know what I said. So I'm hoping that when I meet all 4 of them, I don't say something stupid to all 4 of them. Walking away, I don't know if he heard me, but I squealed, and I said that didn't just happen. So I hope he didn't hear me squeal, or maybe it was drowned out by the girls. I don't know. But that is the story of how I met James Maslow.